we're going to do one of my favorite things that I love to do, and that's just look at the concept art of something I think is really, really cool. And in this case, it's Predator Killer of Killers. So I'm really excited to dive into all of that. So many really cool predators out there, from like Scarface to Wolf Predator to Scar and Celtic and Chopper and so many more. A lot of people really like Feral Predator. I think he's pretty cool. I think he definitely fits up there as one of the coolest predators. Jungle Hunter's my personal favorite. City Hunter's great. I really like all of the, Lost Tribe NECA predators as well. So I'm really thrilled that, Killer of Killers gave us a handful of new predators, and I'm excited to dive into their thought process behind exactly what they were thinking of when creating those predators. So the first one we have right here, the Viking Predator. Dude, this guy's a beast in Killer of Killers. This guy rocks, man. This guy genuinely rocks. And I had a great time watching the Viking segment, the first third of Killer of Killers, a lot, actually. It was a really good time. I had a great time with it. So, seeing the first interpretation. One thing I think this Predator has, so like I think it goes without saying that I think all three Predators belong to the same tribe as Feral Predator from Prey, and some similarities they kind of have are the loincloth worn by the Viking Predator and the Feral Predator. So seeing how that first idea of it looking, because like the Viking Predator doesn't have a lot of armor on him. If we were to stick to the original Predator movies, this is like a crucified Predator from Predators 2010 type of look, where it's a very nude Predator, it's just him. He's got that caveman dog on him, and the loincloth looks fine. The loincloth looks very similar to Concrete Jungle's Scarface's Predator, and I would have liked to see some interpretation, like some skulls on the design and like armor on it, but this is a cool design. You could see his wrist blades look more like Super Predator's wrist blades. It's got that angular design to it. It doesn't have that retro box cassette futuristic look the Jungle Predator had from 87. But this is a good Predator. I think this genuinely, if this was the design of the final Predator, I'd be alright with it. It's really safe. It's a very safe design. I don't know if we can say the same with any of the other designs moving forward, but let's try. Okay, so here's the second design for the Viking era Predator. I think I'm really glad they didn't go with the tattoos on him, because I think that's a little too on the nose for Viking mythology, and this Predator clearly doesn't need to look like he's connected to Vikings. He doesn't even need to know what a Viking is. He's just a Predator from like an off-world. So I'm glad they didn't do this, tribal tattoo look of the Predator. You kind of make him look like the dude from the newest God of War, and you don't really want to give that vibe off, because it's not like the Predator's inspired by the Vikings. He's here to hunt, right? Like, you don't want to give the wrong context. But it looks fine. Immediately, I think of the Super Predators from Predators, right? So he's got the Berserker, that Mr. Blackface, with the eyes that are more separated. He kind of has that weird, look to him, very small eyes, angular face, the little hair sticking around its head and the cranium area. It's a very stylized Predator, too. You can see his shoulders are very broad. His forearms are very defined, and he has this hunch over him. But besides that, his lower body, obviously it's concept art, so there's not a lot of detail. It's not very exciting besides the loincloth having this metallic design to it. It kind of looks like it's kind of slinky. And obviously the piece de resistance of this whole entire piece is its weapon, which looks like an axe with a chain connected to, maybe it's off camera, but maybe it's like another axe. Yeah, it says dual wielding chained axes. That's cool, I guess. It's not very Predator though. It needs a little more oomph technology behind it, but I like it. Like, this is a little more stylized than I'd like it to be, but you know, it is at its core the Predator. So I mean, what else is there to say? I'm going to talk to you as if you're a long-term Alien and Predator fan. This is a Predator pressure suit pilot design that has xenomorph space jockey similarities, and it's insane. Immediately my mind goes to this action figure custom that this person made. I'm gonna show them on the screen and link them down below and everything. They had a really good rendition of a Predator space jockey hybrid suit, and I know that's not what this Killer of Killers design is going for, but it's awesome, dude. It's like these two designs holding them like next to each other. Awesome, dude. I'm drooling, dude. Like, this is amazing. This is really, really cool. But the second thing that this specific concept art of this Predator in this pressure suit is showing me is reminding me of Neil Blomkamp's canceled Alien 3 concept art as well, of Ellen Ripley inside this biomechanical xenomorph suit. And we never really found out what exactly the main like idea for this is, but they look cool. They look really, really cool. I gotta be honest, I'm not thrilled with the final design. I'm glad we got this other one. I mean, sort of. I'm actually not. It's my least favorite design of the entire movie, the pilot Predator and the bald-headed one. This idea, though, with the pressure suit pilot suit alien thing, it's so cool, dude. I kind of wish we saw this, or at least a rendition of this. This is the second time we got an alien-inspired suit someone else wears that we lost, and I really wish we got. It's just so incredibly cool of an idea. And I want to see a Predator fight an engineer too, man. That would be so rad. And there's a great comic out there of a Predator named Ahab who does the whole white whale hunts for this great prize, and it's an engineer from Prometheus. Dude, it's so cool, man. But let's move on, right? I'm getting really giddy thinking about that. I gotta move on. Okay, so now we're into like the other segments of Killers of Killers. Now we're in the feudal Japan era, and I gotta say, dude, I don't like the stylistic renditions of these Predators. I'm glad that this was concept art, because giving me a skinny Predator feels weird. It kind of reminds me of the fugitive Predator from The Predator. And it's not one of my favorite designs because it just looks too thin and awkward of a suit. I don't think they did a really good job with the designs of the Predators in that movie. And this Predator specifically isn't really my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of this renditions of Predator. Here in the notes it says wider set eyes, intelligence, disciplined, marked on the forehead with the Z suns on his planet. Oh, with the 2 suns on his planet. Okay, I'm stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Again, like this kind of has the same problem that the Viking Predator has, in that it's too inspired by Japanese culture. It should just be a Predator that's hunting and it's new here. Like, he's the tourist, right? He's not inspired, he's the tourist. The Jungle Hunter Predator has nothing, like there's nothing on him that makes him look like he's from the jungle besides maybe his skin, which kind of gives off that amphibian reptilian type of creature look. But you know, this Predator here, like, it doesn't have to be, he doesn't need this like mark on the forehead. That's too on the nose. He doesn't need to be wielding a sword against samurai. I think that's too on the nose. The loincloth looks fine. I do really like the way the wrist blades look on this Predator. I do like the top heavy look on it. It's like a really big bulk of, like, you know, their Durasteel or whatever on like the top half of their arm. I like that. I like this look of the wrist blades a lot, actually. It might be my favorite piece of this entire Predator. is the wrist blades. But everything else, it's all right. I don't even like the shoulder armor on it, to be honest. I don't really like it. But you know, in the end of the day, again, this is a Predator, and I dig it. Okay, so now we're getting weird, right? Because what do you say about this? Like this, if you showed this to me a long time ago, and you told me like, hey, there's gonna be a new Predator movie coming out, and here's the Predator, and you showed this to me, I don't know, man. The notes read, Predator fighter pilot pressure suit again. This doesn't look like a pressure suit though, based on biomechanical knowledge gained from many millennia of alien hunts. The Predator netting mesh is used to secure the dreadlocks during high maneuvers. So this is alien inspired. I wouldn't be able to tell you. The only thing that looks alien inspired are these grooves on the hips that really make it look like xenomorphic, and these tubes here on the side of the head that kind of go up that kind of give it that xenomorph look. But I hate the stature of this. I hate the design of it. I don't like it. Everything about this is like, the idea is there, but I don't like it. The only thing I like about this is that the concept designer, Gillis here, is incorporating a usage to the netting. That's the only thing I like about it, is that he's giving like a netting purpose to the Predator. But besides that, dude, like, it's fine. It's not even fine, dude. It's weird. This one's weird. This one's weird. This is the pilot Predator. This is weird. I don't know how to feel about this one. You let me know. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't know if I'm a big fan or I'm just weirded out by this. Here's the last one we're gonna go over. You could see there's like a Predator ship in the background. We have like a Will Smith Independence Day vibe to this Predator, honestly. But again, right off the bat, you kind of can't ignore, like, he has that skinny animated cartoon stature silhouette to him. Not a fan of that animated stylistic choice. I'm gonna try and picture him as like a normal looking Predator, because they ended up doing that. Like, they ended up giving like a realistic take on those Predators from Killer of Killers by adding them into Predator hunting grounds anyways, which is really cool. But I really enjoy that a lot, actually. But other than that, like I'm trying to imagine this. I like the idea of this Predator a lot, actually. Like, he kind of looks like a fighter jet pilot Predator, and he's cool. But the problem again is that he has minimal armor. I wish these guys wore armor, you know, even while they were flying. Like, I wish that was kind of like a Mandalorian thing, and that was ingrained into their culture, like just the armor, the look, whatever. But this one's fine. It's okay. It's a very safe Predator because he's kind of just wearing the inhaler medikit face mask from Predator 2 that City Hunter uses at the latter half of the movie. The gauntlets are boring. What is this here on his right arm? Like, it looks like whistling birds maybe from The Mandalorian. But besides that, like, it's a safe Predator and a very odd Predator. But besides that, guys, like, the rest of the stuff here beyond this is like a silhouette of the Predator here from the Viking era of the film. And you could see his silhouette is very skinny. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of this. But obviously, I like what they ended up going for anyways a lot more. It's much more exciting to me. And besides that, I'm happy with the decisions they made for Killer of Killers. The Predators they're not my favorite, but they're great, right? Like, they're awesome. And I'm happy that they exist and that they're in the world of the fandom, because I love this fandom so much. I have a Scarface Concrete Jungle Predator NECA mint condition. I was at San Diego Comic-Con last year, and I have the exclusive feral Predator from Prey. So I've been collecting NECA figures, and I have the Haya Toys 3¾ inch Predator figures. They're some of my favorite, dude, because they go well with my figures. So I love the franchise, and I'm excited to see Predator Badlands soon, hopefully soon. And those are my thoughts. Hopefully, as more things come out, I'll give my thoughts on them, because I love Predator. But let me know what you think of the concept art down below. What stood out to you? Let me know, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. But this is me signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.